Philip Sullivan, I do enjoy the ad-lib tosses and banter between Kevin and Sean. They are very at ease and comfortable with each other. Helps make the podcast what
I'd
it is.
hope so, since we have no idea what we're talking about. We just kind of what are we going to talk about tonight? We have two things that you sent me,
Which are probably not even going to be covered.
When I left the gym today, yeah, and one of them, it's just we both went,
It helps make the podcast what it is, the way Sean reads the ads, especially for Cremo. I hope all of our advertisers are listening. The way we read the ads is a highlight for these people, especially Cremo.
I have
Never
put
heard
you
of
over strong.
I know you did.
You do an excellent. You were like no other.
My Carnival Barker game is strong. I could have been a good mouthpiece for a worker.
The only person I think that could fucking do the ads better than you is the guy that sang, I think he was a trumpet guy, but he also sang some bass. I think he was with the band The Commodores.
Again, I was in the sun a little too long today.
I see what's
listening to this here.
I see what's going on.
Yeah,
How was it up there today?
Hot as balls. It was 90. I got 91 yesterday, and I don't know what it was today, but my yard is south facing, so I get sun from about 9 a.m. until about 6. Full sun. My pool was like a bath today. And there's only one, the foliage is gone around the pool. There's one tree and a neighbor, and it doesn't really produce enough shade. So my yard is generally 10 to 20 degrees hotter than the clock I have on the wall back there. There's a temperature gauge in it. It hits like 120 some days, and it's brick too. So like that whole back part of the house gets really hot. But yeah, so I'd say it got pretty close to 100 up here today. I was thinking today to what you were saying about not knowing what we're going to talk about. We would be the best jazz musicians, a jazz duo, because this is like a jazz show every week. We agree to go to Michael's Pub, whip out our instruments, insert joke, and just fiddle our instruments with each other.
Yeah.
Nate Nizzle, I think the big takeaway.
I wonder if we can get Cool Cigarettes to sponsor us.
Maybe.
Because Cool used to have the fucking jazz festivals. Used to always go down to Detroit during the Cool Jazz festivals. In the movie Play Misty for Me, there's a scene where Clint Eastwood's, he runs a jazz, he's a jazz DJ in the movie. And they go to I think they're in San Francisco. It might be Oakland, but I think it's San Francisco. And they go to the Cool Jazz Festival.
Don't see many cigarette companies sponsoring much these days.
And I don't know why.
It's
just something. I'm olive branching them right now.
This session of Chemo brought to you by Camel Filtered.
If you want to hit a strum, I remember back in the day we'd smoke Cools and we'd open the bottom of the pack.
Why?
You wouldn't open it where you pull the filter out. You'd open the bottom of the pack because you wanted to kept the menthol in.
Just another myth, like if you have pizza after a soma, it gets kicked in.
It's one of those Detroit things.
Okay. Is it a Detroit roll or a Chicago roll where you keep the money, you wrap the money with the largest bill on the outside? Maybe it's a Chicago roll. I used to always hear carrying it in a Chicago roll. Detroit roll, Chicago roll, whatever. Listen.